Alright, so the problem which you are going to solve, in that problem what they have asked us to do is that we are supposed to compare this equation with a general form of the quadratic equation, and by that comparison we are supposed to calculate the values of constants a, b and c. Those things we have to do. Now simply in the starting we are going to write down by comparing with general equation. We will be also writing what exactly the general equation we are talking about, which goes somewhat ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So that is the general equation I was talking about. When you are comparing these two equations together, you will come to know that the value for constants is a is equal to, there is no coefficient for x square. Those variables who do not have any coefficient, by default they will be having a coefficient equal to 1. So therefore a will be equal to 1, whereas b equal to -7 and c is equal to 5. These are the values these constants are going to have. Fine. In this equation as well, the same thing we are supposed to do. We are supposed to compare this equation with a general equation of the quadratic equation and find out the values of a, b and c. Therefore, before comparing, what we are going to do, we will be moving everything else on the left hand side. Thereafter only we will be able to do a fair comparison. Therefore, how exactly this equation will look like: 2m square minus 5m plus 5 is equal to 0. So that thing we have done over here. Now later on what we have to do is, by comparing with general equation, what is the general equation? That also we will be writing ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Once we are done with the comparison, we will come to know that a will be having a value as a will be equal to 2, b will be having a value of -5, whereas c will be having a value of +5. Fine. In this equation as well, we are supposed to calculate the value of those constants after comparing the equation. Now again, just like our previous example, here as well we will be moving everything else on the left hand side. Therefore, how exactly our equation will look like? It will be y square minus 7y, nothing else is left, therefore it will be equal to 0. That's it. So the main thing has been done. Now thereafter we will be doing our part by saying, by comparing with general equation. What's that general equation? It was ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Once we are written the general equation, we will be going ahead with a comparison, and therefore we will have to take a call that a will be equal to 1. Y square did not have any coefficient, therefore a will be having a value as 1. B will be having a value as -7, but we cannot see anything constant over here, and therefore straight away we will be writing that c's value is equal to 0. Kindly note, Here we have to remember that no matter exactly what variable they use, we will always be going ahead with the same general equation. Consider any variable they have given, whether they have given m or whether they have given y, that does not matter. A variable is simply a variable for us. What exactly that variable is, that simply does not matter, and therefore in previous two examples, even if we were dealing with different variables, we were sticking to the same general equation. Okay, now here we are supposed to calculate roots of this quadratic equation. The peculiar thing is that those roots must be calculated by using something called as formula method. Now what exactly that formula we are going to utilize, but before we are heading out to the formula, we have to take care of the constant values a, b and c. Earlier we have already learned exactly how to calculate values of the constants. The same thing we are going to do over here as well. Therefore we will write by comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general formula. Therefore a will be equal to 1, b will be equal to 6, whereas c will be equal to 5. These three constant values we have got so far. Now the next step, I referred something called as a formula earlier. Now that part of the formula we are going to calculate over here. So what exactly we are going to calculate? We need to have something that is called as b square minus 4ac over here. Now what exactly b's value is, that is actually 6. Therefore what I am writing over here, 6 square minus 4 multiplied by a. The a's value was just 1 and c's value was 5. Let us try to solve this together. Therefore 6's value is going to be 36 minus 4 ones are 4, 4 multiplied by 5, that will be 20. Therefore this subtraction will give us 16. This is the value we have calculated so far. Now please note, using this value and using a new formula, we will have to calculate the root of the quadratic equation. So let us write down that formula first. That formula goes somewhat like this: x is equal to minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Yes, the formula is little bit longer, but you will have to memorize the same. There is no other way out. So over here we will be substituting those values which we already are aware of. So minus b, in place of minus b we will be substituting minus 6 plus minus this under root sign, we will be putting this 16, and in denominator we will have to write 2 into a, which is equal to 2 into 1. Now we shall be simplifying this entire thing. 16 is a perfect square, therefore under root 16 will give us plus or minus 4 value divided by 2 into 1, that will be equal to just 2 itself. Now please note, when we have this plus and minus in place, one by one every sign we are going to consider. So what we are going to write, x is equal to minus 6 plus 4 divided by 2, or else minus 6 minus 4 divided by 2. These are the two possible values we can have for x. Therefore this will be minus 6 plus 4, that will be minus 2 divided by 2, which will give us minus 1, or else x's value can be minus 10 divided by 2, which will give us x's value could be minus 5. Now what exactly we can conclude, that is the root of the equation can be either minus 1 or minus 5. Fine. In this equation as well, we are supposed to use the formula to calculate root of this quadratic equation. So as usual, what first we are going to do, we will be comparing this equation with our general form of a quadratic equation, and we will be finding out values of the constants a, b and c. That thing we shall be doing. So that is what I am going to write over here. By comparing with general equation what is the general equation? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Once we are going to compare these two equations, what we will come to know that a's value is equal to 5, b's value is equal to -4, and whereas c's value is equal to -2. These three constants we have calculated so far. The next what we are going to do is we are going to calculate this equation's value, b square minus 4ac. So what is the b's value over here? They have given us a b's value as -4, therefore it will be equal to -4's square minus 4 into a into c. This is the a's value, which is 5, multiplied by c, which was -2. So therefore -4's square will be equal to 16, and this will be 4 5s are 20, 20 into 2, that will be 40, but that will be -40. So this minus and this minus together they will become plus, and therefore what is the value we can have over here is 16 plus 4, that is actually equal to 56. That is the value we are going to have. Now what we are going to do, we will be using that formula to calculate root of this quadratic equation, and therefore x, or rather n, we can have formula is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and what is the value for minus b they have given us? Value for minus b was equal to -4, that -4 we have written over here, plus minus root of 56 divided by 2a, that means 2 multiplied by a's value, which is equal to 5. These things we have written over there. Now very important thing to note over here is that unlike previous example, this 56 is not our standard square. That means we have to do some manipulation. Now what exactly that manipulation is, we are going to split this 56 into two terms such that at least one of those two terms got to be a perfect square. Why exactly we need to do this? Because 56 itself is not somebody's square. Therefore we are going to split it into two different parts. Please note the most important thing about those parts, that one of them should be a perfect square. So this minus and minus, they are going to be plus, therefore plus and minus. Kindly note, I am splitting this 56 such that 4 multiplied by 14. Of course we could have written it something else as well, like 2 multiplied by 28. However, none of those numbers are perfect square, whereas in this pair at least 4 is a perfect square. Therefore we have chosen this pair. Now what exactly we are going to utilize that perfect square? We will be taking out this 4 out of the square root sign. Now when this 2 goes out of the square root sign, it will become its square root, which is equal to 2. Therefore 4 plus minus, that will be 2 root 14 divided by 10. Again things are going to look a little bit weirder. Now we can have 2 common from this entire numerator, therefore it will be looking like 2 will be taken out common, 2 will be left over here, plus minus root of 14. those things will be left, and in denominator what we will have is simply 10. These two will be dividing each other, giving us just 5. So what our latest answer is 2 plus or minus root of 14 divided by 5. These answers we are going to have. Of course, we are going to simplify it a bit. Okay, so this was the value for m we had got so far. Now what exactly we are going to do? We will be splitting that plus and minus sign. Therefore our m can have two possible values. One of the values for m will be equal to 2 plus root 14 divided by 5. This can be one of the values, or else m can have 2 minus root 14 divided by 5. These are roots of given quadratic equation. What we have written is that simply these two are roots of our given quadratic equation, which are calculated by using formula method. Okay, now we are going to solve this problem. In this problem as well, by using the formula method, they have asked us to calculate roots of this equation. But before we go ahead, we have to get rid of this denominator, and for that purpose what we are going to do, we will be multiplying this equation on both left hand side and right hand side by 3. Therefore, by multiplying throughout by 3, what we are going to have, therefore we can have 3y square plus y is equal to 3 multiplied by 2, that means equal to 6 we will be having. Now we are going to take everything on the left hand side, and therefore this quadratic equation will look like 3y square plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. But this is not sufficient. We got to have the values for a, b and c, and for that matter we will be comparing this equation with our general equation. Therefore, by comparing with general equation, what is the general equation they had given us? That was ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Therefore, after comparison we can conclude that a was equal to 3, b was equal to 1, whereas c was equal to minus 6. These three values we have received after the comparison. Now once the comparison has been done and values of the constants as well have been received, what we are going to do, we will be calculating a important component for the formula. What exactly that component? That is b square minus 4ac. So what exactly b's value they have given us? B's value was equal to 1. Therefore 1 square minus 4 into a, 4 into a goes somewhat equal to 3 multiplied by c. C was equal to minus 6. So therefore 1 square will be equal to 1 minus, that will be 72, giving us positive 73. This component we have received now. Now we are going to write down the formula. The formula is actually y is equal to minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac. We have written the formula now, divided by 2a equal to minus b. The value for minus b will be minus 1 plus minus root of b square minus 4ac. In this place we are going to substitute this 73 divided by 2 multiplied by a's value was given as 3. That 3 we have substituted over here. Therefore, what is the y's value? We can have is minus 1 plus minus root 73 divided by 6. Please note, here we cannot go for taking a square root of 73 because 73 is not a perfect square. Similarly, we cannot be splitting 73 into its factors. Why? Because 73 is a prime number and we will not be able to split it. Therefore, we are going to leave it this only. What exactly we are going to write down at the end of this solution is that these are roots of given quadratic equation. These are given roots of quadratic equation. We have calculated the same by using the formula method.